Forgotten Harvest is typically serving about, you can say on an even keel, about 130, 140,000 pounds of food a day on a regular basis. And that's when we're in a 6-day-a-week format. We're up to 200 to 250 plus thousand, sometimes 300,000 pounds of food a day, and we're doing that now within 5 days. So the volumes of food have definitely gone up. The way that we're sourcing the food has changed dramatically, and the way that we're distributing the food has changed quite dramatically as well. So food volumes are definitely moving at a higher pace. As far as serving the schools, what we were able to do with many of the other food banks was basically redirect some of the dollars that we already are getting in order to serve like after school food and summer lunches. So, this was, there's programs that already kind of source those kinds of dollars so we could supplement what the schools had. So if you think about it, the money that the schools had for lunch and their meal service, they were converting that to those, meal distributions that you heard the schools were doing. In the same turn, many of the food banks who had programs already were able to transfer those programs into apply those resources into different ways of being able to serve youth and children. So, for instance, in Forgotten Harvest setup, when we did our mobile super site pantries over 15 different areas, when people were coming through those lines, we were asking specifically, because you didn't have to come one family per car, we were asking how many families were being represented in the car, and we were asking how many children were in each of those families. And then for each of the groups that have children, there's a separate distribution for food for children at the end of the line. So it essentially we position the dollars that we're getting for our after school program to make sure that we have food specific for children, like whole meals for children in those bags, so that when they come through for the family, the kids also had something as well, in addition to what the rest of the family had. So, the super sites serve anywhere from 300 to 700 families in a span of like 9 o'clock in the morning to about 1 o'clock is when they shut off. And then we have another shift that goes in different communities, depending on what's the best time, that start around 1 o'clock and goes to about 4 o'clock.
You can find more at onedetroitpbs.org or subscribe to our social media channels and sign up for our One Detroit newsletter.